Hey everyone, welcome to the Life is So Amazing, or Lisa for short, podcast. I'm Lisa Brandenburg. And yes, for those of you wondering, I did completely change my hair. A little bit about me. My family and I relocated from New Jersey to Indiana in the heart of the pandemic. It was really lonely when we first got here, but within a few months we were able to find friends and we were okay. A couple of months down the line though, I saw a Facebook post where women were desperate to make friendships. So I just set up a Facebook group with the intention of women forming friendships through events. That group just celebrated its second birthday last week. And how we wanted to celebrate was allowing people to shout out about the amazing relationships they have met through this group. So some of these shout outs have been edited due to timing, and I do want to warn you that even with the editing, this is going to be a lot longer than every other podcast you'll see from me. I also want to say that it is mainly geared toward the people in that friendship group, but I hope you stay and listen and be inspired to make some connections of your own. I am going to be reading because I don't want to screw it up, so apologize if I'm not looking directly at you. Let's go. Abby S. Abby is a down-to-earth person who is always so interested in learning about others. Whether it's bunko or a couple's dinner, she goes out of her way to get to know people and really makes them feel welcome. Adeniki M. My first interaction with Adeniki was through a virtual event where I didn't make a connection. Later that day, Adeniki and I happened to attend an in-person social outing together, and we made an instant connection. She has the biggest smile, which matches the love that pours from her heart onto others. She's authentic, joyful, and a beautiful soul. Allie V. Allie is so full of energy and smiles. I love going to events with her because there's a lot of laughs and maybe even some fun dancing. She's a really good cook too. Alicia is the bomb. She is so kind and always offering to help in any way. And she's a great cook. I think I see a theme. Barb L. Barb and I met at a Bible study, and we have become great friends. She is so kind to me and checks in on my children often. She has been a rock in my world since she first came to that meeting. Kara R. I was going through a period of private struggle. I went to a craft night at Kara's and wasn't in the mood to craft or be around people. Kara encouraged me to participate, and I did. It truly lifted me out of a dark place. Kara is consistently so welcoming to people in her home. She's a friend to everyone. Charity R. I am thankful for meeting Charity because she initiated a mystery thriller book club. I love our lively discussions while eating dinner out. I had stopped finding time for reading as I've gotten older, and Charity's passion for reading was inspiring. Cheryl B. Cheryl is one of the most kind-hearted people I know. Her laugh is infectious and her heart is huge. When she knew how busy my life was, she volunteered to drive my daughter to rehearsals if needed. With the price of gas, that says a lot. Chris M. I met Chris at Singo and she immediately joined in singing, dancing, and participating in all the silliness. Chris is authentic, fun, and caring. She made me feel worthy and encouraged me when I doubted myself. She is creative, has a deep love for life, supports her friends, and is an overall beautiful person. Dawn C. I hit it off with Dawn from the get-go. She is funny and will always have a smile for you, even if she's got something going on internally. I love seeing her, and I hope we get together soon. Diane R. Diane is such a great person who offered to babysit my kids. Thank you for setting up pickleball and teaching me how to play. I'll be back to it soon. Alicia H. Alicia is so dedicated to spending time with her daughter and appreciates all the moments. In hindsight, I wish I had spent more time with my kids when they were younger. I'm so happy to get a front row seat to their relationship. Alicia has provided practical help to me on several occasions, asking nothing in return. When I asked for a teen or young man who I could pay to help me do heavy lifting, Alicia came and worked in the heat. When I went to visit my parents for Thanksgiving, she watched my dog and didn't want payment. She organizes bunko, which is almost always at her house. Emily J. Emily is such a great friend, and she was the first one I met. She is so nice and has always been supportive, and she's a great mom and woman. Erica B. She's a sweetheart and a good friend. One day she sat with me for a few hours at a store looking through hundreds of Pokemon cards to find the ones my daughter wanted. Now that's a good friend. I agree. Farron L. She shows up. She's so likable and does not know a stranger. She is a leader and always makes sure everyone is having a good time. She initiates lunches and get-togethers and wants nothing in return. BAGG all the way. Janet P. I am so glad I met her and she helped with my kids' nutrition. I love how she checks up on me once in a while when I go missing. She's a great mom too. Janet's brought me closer to God and has helped me on my wellness journey. She's always there for me since most of my close friends are further north or south. Jen H. She shows up. She is so organized and has a giving heart. I love that she is direct and straightforward. She loves to have a good time and makes time for her friends. She worked with me on a project even though she was very busy, but we got it done. BAGG all the way. Jen N. Jen is such a supportive person. Even though I know it's a hassle for her to fit everything in, she figures out a way to be a part of something and makes it more meaningful. Oh, and I love her gnomes too. Me too. Jenny S. I went to Singo and had a blast. Jenny messaged and offered to meet me. She saved me a seat and was so inviting and welcoming. I can't wait to go to another event. Jenny made me feel so comfortable at my first event. At every event, Jenny is always so welcoming and her energy and positivity are infectious. Judy W. Judy is authentic, caring, uplifting, and supportive. Judy has an infectious laugh and joy for life. With many needs during 2022, Judy provided me with numerous references, emails, texts, phone calls, and meetups. Her presence is enough to bring a person peace. I love all the infection happening in this group. I'm glad we don't even need medicine for it. Katie S. Katie and I have been to so many events together, and she is consistently one of the most thoughtful, caring people I know. She listens to people and offers encouraging advice. Kelly W. Kelly has started a few groups of Bunko and Euchre. She is an organizer of get-togethers in large groups. Through her, I have met so many amazing women. Kelly has been so welcoming and always willing to participate. She has organized some wonderful events, had such a great time at Witches Night Out and the Sock Exchange. She's a joy to be around. Kim P. Kim has been so kind and sweet ever since I met her at our first Bunko. She's always willing to host, teach newbies how to play, and is so much fun. Kimmy K. Kimmy is not just a pizza shop owner. She's a kind-hearted and giving person who will help you with whatever you need. She gives back so much to the community. She's a great leader and will take others under her wing to help them become successful. She is real. To know Kimmy is to be blessed. She will be there for you, for your kid, and for your organization. Nothing phony about her, and quite frankly, that's refreshing. Laura C. Laura is the first friend I made through these outings. She is so kind, very open, and easy to like. She's always making an effort to get the women at the table talking. Lisa I. I met Lisa at her first outing to hear the band 16 Candles. By the end of the evening, it's as if we had been friends for years. Lisa is a health coach, which explains why she observes, listens, and provides advice when requested. Lisa has a special gift of reaching others with her presence. Lisa is a joy and a great breath of fresh air in this somewhat cold, stale world. Liz H. I'm so thankful I met Liz through Bunko. She is the most wonderful babysitter nanny. What a bonus that I got a friend along with someone I trust so much with my children. She even took care of them when we were out of the country. I adore her. So do my kids. Marissa A. Marissa is a very hardworking lady. She has great goals and works hard to achieve them. We were doing a 5K together and she was way ahead of me by like 30 minutes. As I was crossing the finish line, she was waiting for me. There is just something about someone being there when you cross the finish line. Pooja G. Pooja has been so supportive of me and comes to my events with a smile and usually a gift. She's a beautiful person inside and out. Sarita G. Sarita is the hostess with the mostest. She's gracious, sincere, and makes any and every woman feel welcome. At a crowded event she hosted, I sat down in a chair and she sat down next to me. I couldn't believe she made time for me with a house full of guests. She is a lady worth knowing. Sari B. Sari loves life, her children, her job, and music, so it made sense that we found ourselves enjoying events around music. Sari is upfront and gives it to you as she sees it, which I highly respect. On the other hand, her laugh is so infectious that once we laughed so loudly that several people around us asked us to quiet down. We laughed even louder. Sheila J. Sheila has stepped up and offered her home on multiple occasions to host our Bunko Babes. She's a fabulous cook and has made us some delicious dinners too. Ladies, I'm seeing that Bunko is bringing a lot of you together and I love it. Susan S. Susan is fun, compassionate, sarcastic, and loyal, and her husband is okay too. I met Susan at a craft event, and then we went for lunch to get to know each other and see how we could support each other. She is so energetic and always has a smile on her face. She's consistently looking for ways to lift up other women. Susie L. I would like to recognize Susie for not limiting herself to a certain age of friends. While she is in her 60s, she made friends with various aged people who have similar interests and beliefs. Susie shows up and continually makes me feel important and heard. She makes me laugh and always has time for me when I need to talk. She is strong and compassionate. BAGG all the way. Tammy C. So grateful that Tammy started introvert meetings and I'm looking forward to getting out more. Charity, Alicia, Jane, and Tamara. I'm so thankful you created book clubs. For people who love to read or perhaps shy away from the larger, louder gatherings, it is a great alternative. Everyone. I've been blessed to meet so many wonderful women in this group. Each has touched my life in their own special way through their warmth, humor, and thoughtfulness. Happy birthday. And I gotta say, I am so glad that someone added that. It is impossible for all of you to get an individual shout out. And I want to make sure that just because you weren't mentioned doesn't mean there isn't somebody thanking God every day for your presence. I would be remiss not to thank all the people who mentioned me. While I am so grateful and may have ugly cried a few times and holding it back now, this group was never about me. And so I don't need to share that praise publicly. Listen, friends, if you've been sitting at home feeling guilty, lonely, wishing you were doing more with your life, join an event, make an impact on someone's life, or let someone make an impact on yours. And remember, little acts of kindness. It's what makes life so amazing. See you next time.